In this episode, some basics on how to get better sound for your video. The biggest secret to getting better sound is you have to get the microphone close to your talent. So for example, if we're recording dialogue, the microphone needs to be close to your talent. In this shot, for example, I've got a boom microphone just barely out of the frame here. It's about 15 inches from my mouth. So that's a good example of what I mean by close. Now, you might ask yourself, well, what about all these microphones that you buy to mount on top of your camera? They can cost $300, and you would think that you're getting much better audio with those. The reality is that the laws of physics are the laws of physics. If the microphone's far away, it's going to sound far away. If you get it closer, it is going to sound much cleaner, it's going to sound richer, and it's just overall going to sound better. It's also going to pick up less noise because you won't have to use as much input level or gain because it's a lot closer. So a lot of the other sound around the talent will not be picked up to the same extent. Now, for those of you shooting talking head and interview style video, there are really kind of two main microphones that we will typically use in those circumstances: lavalier microphones, sometimes called lapel microphones, and boom microphones. In this case, for example, I'm using a boom microphone. Boom microphones are actually a wide variety of microphones. A lot of times they're shotgun microphones, but they can also be other small diaphragm condenser mics. They just need to be close, typically within 40 centimeters or 15 inches from the talent to sound their very best. Now, the downside, of course, to boom microphones is that if your talent is moving, walking around, for example, you will either need to have someone moving around with a microphone mounted to the boom pole to stay in front of the talent, or you may want to switch to a lavalier in that case. Now I'm recording with a lavalier microphone just here on my lapel. The advantage of a lavalier microphone is that it moves with your talent, and that makes things a lot more convenient if you are going to have the talent moving around. So that's really the big, huge advantage of that. It always keeps the microphone close to the talent, so you're getting those benefits, and this is what it sounds like. Now, one of the questions you might ask is, if getting a microphone close is the number one rule, why don't you just always use a lavalier microphone? Well, my take on that is that boom microphones generally sound more natural. They sound better. They sound a lot more like what we're used to hearing other people sound like when we're in the same room talking to them. Lavalier microphones, which are typically worn on the body, sound like they're on the body, so that's not as natural a way to pick up sound. Nevertheless, they're a useful tool, and if you are going to be in a situation where you're moving around or your talent's moving around, it may be the only option if you don't have someone to operate a boom pole. A lot of people would really like to answer the question, well, which mic should I get? Just tell me which mic I'll get, I can go buy it, and I can move on. Well, it's not that simple, but there are definitely some things that I can help you with. I have a bunch of different reviews down below if you want to check those out. There are also a couple of them up here. These are reviews of specific microphones. I would actually, if you're going to have a situation where the talent is not going to be moving that much, sitting in a chair generally, then a boom microphone would really be my first recommendation. I would take a look at the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and we've got a review for that down below. We also have a review of some others, and including lower cost options as well. Also, if you are going to be moving around and you do need a lavalier microphone, we've also got a review of several affordable lavalier microphones down below as well. Here's my advice. If you are going to have the talent in one spot, I would start with a boom microphone, and I would find a way to boom it in close rather than mount it on top of your camera. We have a video down below that shows you how to inexpensively do that with a regular old microphone stand that you can buy for about $25. So, in summary, to get better sound, get the microphone close. Choose one of two types of microphones: a boom microphone for the more natural sound, a lavalier microphone if you're going to be moving around a bit more. Hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those down below. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do that, and we'll be sure to get you more great videos on how to improve your lighting and sound for video. And if you would like to be notified each time a new video becomes available, click on that bell icon. We'll talk to you soon.